select a layer, any layer, shape layer, image layer, and then just go to a layer and new light filter layer and colors and procedural texture. The default, nothing changes there. What you can do, click the plus, and then you get R, which is the red channel, equals 0. Well, I don't want that. What I want is deselect that. I want the alpha channel. And now, of course, alpha channel equals 0. You don't see anything. You can set it to something else. You go for like 0.4, and then you obviously can see a little bit more of it, or 1. And that's the thing. It's 1 to 0. That's the range, 0 to 1. What you can also do is you can use, say, red. So you can say the alpha channel, I want it to be red. I can use the blue channel. Now you can see when it's blue channel, obviously I've got some sky there. That's going to be very strong. The blue is very strong there. So that you can see is fairly solid, whereas all this part is fairly transparent. And that can be just modified by that. But you can also do blue plus red. So you can create a variety of combinations there. Blue plus red divided by 2. But you can also do other things. You can do RX. So you can go for RX, which creates a nice way of cutting an image like that. And you can move that around backwards and forwards. And you can also go around and say RY instead. And then you can do that. Just move it. Just move the cursor up and down, and that will reposition that start point so you can see more or less of the image. What you can also do, you've got functions. Now the functions you can find via the help menu and Affinity Photo help. Go to the procedural texture section, and then you will see a long list of functions. You do ones like, say, sine RY. You've got sine RY, and you end up with these lovely rows. And you can modify that. You can turn around and say, well, I don't want that. I want 3 times that. And you can make it obviously a bit thinner or whatever. You can also, once you've done that, you can save it. So if you decide, you know what, I want to save it, you can create a preset. Just go to this little menu at the side and save it. Now you can close that. And you've got this image here, this layer here. Well, you can duplicate that. So just go over here to layer and you can duplicate. So you've got 2 now, 2 copies of that. Well, what you can do, go to that one and you can double click that entry. And again, that will bring that up. It's live. It can be edited at any point, which is super useful because you can come back to it anytime when you're working. And you can see there, I've got 3 times RY. At least it stores that information as well, which is useful. Now you can put 3 times RX, and then you can create a nice grid very quickly. And of course, you can create a variety of other designs, mainly minus RY, and so on and so on. There's a variety of things you can do with that. And of course, you can make very complex equations if you want to. Once you're happy with that, again, you can close it and you can see the design there. What you can also do, of course, you can combine the 2. So you decide, you know what, I want layer and merge visible. So I'm just going to merge visible. Ends up one single layer. Now, of course, you haven't got access to the procedural texture anymore, but you can deselect those and you can see what happens. So you've got those all deselected and you've got your lovely grid design, which of course, what you can do, go down to maybe FX, and you can click there and maybe go for outer shadow or 3D. Just add some additional 3D there and close. Hope you found this of interest. Thank you much.